does Stewardship do? Individually and as a congregation, we're blessed with an abundance of God's gifts, starting with the gift of life itself. When we share those blessings with others, our commitments of time and money are multiplied in powerful ways through United's ministries. Jesus blessed 7 loaves, and with them, the disciples fed thousands of people. The miracle of the multiplication of loaves and fishes may be hard to believe, but that same miracle is reenacted week after week at United Church. Lives are blessed through the beauty of music, hope restored through prayer and care. Children are nurtured, youth are helped along life's way, adults grow in their relationship with God and one another, older adults are upheld, the hungry are fed, the homeless sheltered, creation cared for. All of that and so much more are made possible through our giving to the church. We're blessed to be a blessing. What is stewardship?
Our yearly stewardship pledges to the church underwrites over 90% of the church's budget. It supports the staff, it supports the various maintenance within the church and our care for the wider community and day-to-day operations. Each year during the Stewardship Campaign, church members and friends of the church are invited to make a monetary contribution to the church. The contribution can be done either weekly, monthly, or an annual contribution. You can do it through basic cash, automatic withdrawal check, or if you're old like I am and you want to take the money out of your retirement plan, you can do that.
So the stewardship process is the direct funding activity to allow us to have the staff that we have. I want to encourage all of us to generously participate in the ongoing stewardship process. Our pledges to this church allow us to first support a remarkable staff that we have, and second, allow all of us to experience the extraordinary community that is the United Church of Santa Fe.
Stewardship includes our children's and youth ministry program, a vital part of the life of our church and the future of our congregation.
John F. Kennedy once said that our greatest natural resource in this world are our children, and they are our greatest hope for the future. And we believe that here at United, and we want to nurture them and help them grow. And as chair of the Children and Youth Committee at the church, I get the opportunity to work with those children and in the planning of activities for all ages.
It's an important mission that we undertake as we teach our youngest members about faith, about the presence of God in their lives, and love for one another.
And what's really, really key in today's world is that we can't just rely on volunteers. We have to have staff, and we have to have staffing, and that costs money. And so if we want to nurture our children and bring them up the way that we think that they should be, so that they love God, love nature, love creation, love our world and each other. If we want to do that, we have to be able to continue. We have to be able to have Sunday morning programming.
The consistent staffing here at church will create a welcome environment for families.
We need to be able to have special events for our youth, like the trip to the border last summer, and other special activities that we plan throughout the year. But in order to do this, we have to have money. So we very much appreciate your donations to the Stewardship Campaign.
One of the great things that happened this summer was that we had a number of people who were able to go to Mexico and on a trip down through Nogales and to the border, and to really experience what it's like to meet immigrants who are coming into this country. Through the Stewardship Campaign and through the endowment, we were able to help underwrite that particular trip, which is really sort of a mountain experience for all those who participated.
I went on the youth trip to to visit the borderlands along the United States-Mexican border. So it has impacted my life a lot. Definitely afterwards, I thought about a lot of stuff and just how wild it gets down there and how these people are going through so much just to try and get here. It inspired me to try and learn Spanish. I've been trying to be on Duolingo and get my Spanish better, just because when we were there I couldn't talk to anyone, and it kind of, I feel like the trip could have been a lot better if I could actually talk to these people, but I still enjoyed it a lot. It was very impactful on my life and opened my eyes to a lot of things. So I saw a lot of great things at the shelter. The humanity that everyone had was incredible. They all showed each other a lot of love and respect and kindness, just helping each other get through tough times. And it was incredible, that camaraderie and just working together to get through hard stuff. I don't think I've seen that anywhere else really in life. I would say it's a great opportunity, like something that honestly could be a once in a lifetime experience just for me. I don't know if I'll be able to do that again. I want to try at some point, but the church really just set it all up, and it was pretty perfect.
When I was a kid, our Sunday school had to create posters for the Stewardship Campaign. Now, I thought stewardship was an odd word, and it took me quite a while to understand it. But now, as an adult, I know how important it is, especially for our children and youth. Our kids grew up in this congregation and had multiple opportunities for learning and experiencing the world and creation, other people and cultures, sharing in activities with people of all ages, and most especially developing their faith and their moral compass. That's what we want for all of our children, and that's one of the reasons that I pledged to the United Church of Santa Fe. Besides, who doesn't love the Epiphany puppet show? It was such a gift.
I want to talk a little about the role of music at the United Church of Santa Fe. In my view, when we come together in group worship, the first and foremost items to be dealt with are word and sacrament. But then close behind those two, I would put music. Not least because when we sing together, it's another way of delivering the word. And I wanted to bring to your attention some things that maybe you hadn't thought about. For example, we have a wonderful piano, and that has to be maintained. And we've also been blessed to have wonderful pianists at that instrument. And when we sing together as a group, the choir is often doing the leading of that singing. And if you're an amateur singer yourself, you know it's easier to sing when good singers are around you. Our choir has attracted any number of wonderful amateur singers, and there are some reasons for that too. For example, we have what we call choral scholars who are there to help bolster the section, to be there if other people are on travel, and to also make it easier for the lay people in the choir to learn some music that we might not attempt without the help of these choral scholars. For example, the Bach cantata that we are doing on Reformation Sunday. People who have not been a member of our congregation heretofore have come and joined the choir. And so I think that's a wonderful outreach that our music program provides. And the music program in the last few months or in some of the upcoming months can point to things like having Dr. Anton Armstrong visit, the conductor of the St. Olaf Choir, or Cantor Barbara Finn, who taught us in September some of the background and history of Jewish liturgical music. I mentioned the Bach cantata, and we are shortly going to enjoy another visit from the wonderful internationally known Ken Miedema. And next April, the choir will join my Albuquerque-based group, Choral Lux, in a presentation at the Lensick Theater. And all of this is outreach to our community. It is a way of worshiping for ourselves, but also inviting people into our doors. And all of this costs some money. So when you think about stewardship, these are some of the ways your stewardship dollars go to help the music program. Thanks for listening.
Choral singing is an important part of worship for me, and from my seat in the choir, I get to witness how it enriches the experience of the rest of the congregation as well, and brings us all closer together in faith. The special music events here at United, such as FebFest, really provide an opportunity for singers to connect with each other and with our own voices, and how that brings us closer to faith and religion.
The congregational care team serves many purposes for our congregation. We do a number of things in the service of our co-members. Among the things we do is in times of joy and in times of sorrow, we communicate with the members. We make home visits, we make hospital visits. We sometimes provide meals on a short-term basis if they become necessary. And at times we write many notes over many causes and for all reasons. We've been doing it for years. I've been part of this team for 12 years. Many years ago in our family, we had our parents promoted the idea of shining a little light in your own corner of the world. Well, in our case here at United Church, we shine a light that goes beyond the sanctuary. We affect many people in many ways. As far as the cost of operating the care team, there isn't any. There's no income and no expense. But our job, many years ago, I was told to just shine a little light in your corner of the world. And in looking at that, I look at United Church and the care team as shining more than a little light. We are a shining beacon beyond our realm, beyond our walls. And we need to keep our sails going.
United has a program whereby we provide monthly meals to 3 homeless shelters: Interfaith Shelter, St. Elizabeth's, and Casa La Familia. In those 3 places, we have provided in a year almost 1,800 meals. It's quite impressive. What we give is food, but we give care and love as we do that. We have approximately 30 volunteers who do a variety of things. They come to the church on a day, and we call what's called chop and grate, where we make casseroles. They make meatloafs at home, and then they come and deliver them.
Hi everybody, this is where I usually sit every Sunday in church. I get to help with our live stream services that we do. You know, we live in a technological world nowadays, and through technology we're able to spread the word of what we do outside the doors of this place. Up until this time this year, we've done over 43 live services that we've done every Sunday. That doesn't include the other things that we've done. And this is the crazy part. We have actually had over 5,000 views of what we've done this year so far. It's kind of mind-boggling to me. So the money that we raise through our Stewardship Campaign helps pay for this stuff. We've had to buy a lot of equipment. We've had to hire staff to do this, and we're very blessed to have a creative staff that does this. And it's just one more way to do what we do and spread the word of Jesus Christ.
When I visited the United Church of Santa Fe in the summer of 2016, I knew I had finally found my forever church and became a member that fall. Having served on the stewardship and finance team for several years, I fully understand the importance of stewardship to keep the lights on, tune the piano, pay the salaries and benefits of our great staff, etc., etc. Dan and I moved away from Santa Fe in 2021. During the pandemic, I was able to stay connected with United through recorded services that have evolved into our high-quality live stream services, which means so much to my life today. Hearing the beautiful music, seeing familiar and new faces, listening as Talitha takes the scripture readings and makes them pertinent to our current lives. All this grounds me on Sunday mornings and inspires me to walk the walk of my Christian faith in the week ahead.
Thanks to the support of past United Church members, we enjoy an extraordinary church and buildings. Your pledge funds this past year allowed us to complete all required annual maintenance and several important projects, including an upgrade to the parking lot, cleaning all the windows, carpet, and upholstered chairs in the building, and added security for the grounds. I encourage you to participate in and support our 2025 Stewardship Campaign so that United Church remains a welcoming place to all for worship and play.
Thank you for your stewardship, sharing, and giving